I got Bluey here this morning. Up, he just flew away. He came for bread and corn. I was gonna throw peanuts, but they grabbed the bread instead. All the Blue Jays are talking to each other, and there comes Buck. Good morning, my big boy. You ready for breakfast? A lot of the snow melted. Looks like it melted overnight. Baby, you wet? Because it was raining early this morning. You wet? You're a little bit wet. Yeah, I got peanuts. I got peanuts for you. It's okay, it's me. I made that noise. All the birds are here. They're all eating. And now my big boy's here. You want your apples first and then you do? All right. He's picking up on the scent of the apples. All right, we'll put the peanuts. I'll put the peanuts in his bucket with his corn. All right, we'll do that. Sometimes he prefers his apples first. And then I just dump. I used to dump the peanuts on the floor, but now I don't do that no more. Because I feel like then it's hard for him to eat them all. So I just, oh, there comes Bluey. Up, and Bluey left. The Blue Jays are all calling each other. They're probably like, hey, there's food here. Because literally there was like 5 Blue Jays in front of this tree before. Did you just drop an apple on my side? On your side. No, you dropped it on your side. And Buck is here. He's eating his breakfast. My baby, your neck is wet. I mean, not his whole body. It's only a little bit of his neck. And a little bit of his back, probably the way he was laying down. He probably, he couldn't protect all his body from getting wet, dry, wet. Right? My big boy, you having your breakfast? See, we got all the birds here, Buck. Now you're here. The birds always get here before you. You're shoving so many apples in your mouth. Look, you're almost done. I can't believe it. This is why he likes eating by himself, because he shoves so many apples in his mouth. Look at that. You're a piggy. You're such a pig. Look at you. You have 1 apple crumb. You want it? There's like a little apple crumb in there. I call it apple crumb. The little pieces of apples. Okay, now you want your peanuts? I'll put them in your bucket. Or you want to eat them here? It's up to you. Or you want them with your corn? It's up to you. You want me to put in your bucket or you want it here? I can't tell. All right, now you want your peanuts. Okay. All right, I guess today we're doing the opposite. We're doing apples first and then peanuts. He keeps looking at his buckets. Your buckets, everything is full. I put fresh water in your buckets. I put fresh water in the little one's bowl. So everybody has fresh water this morning. And it's good to see that the snow is melting. Because now hopefully the weather will start getting warmer out, But I know February could be crazy month, like, with snowstorms and stuff. So let's see. Now he's eating his peanuts. His antlers are still holding on. He's not going to drop them yet. He usually drops them the 2nd week of February. So for everybody wondering, like, oh my God, he still has his antlers. Yes. Buck drops them a little late. I think it's because all the vitamins and foods that he eats. Are you smelling me? That's probably why he drops them a little later than other bucks. The bucks in the wild, I mean, he's a wild buck too, but I'm just saying other bucks that don't get the food that he gets, they probably drop them around this time because they don't have, a lot of nutritions and stuff. This big boy, he has a lot. What happened, my big boy? You want me to put this in your bucket? I'll put in your corn bucket. I put in your corn bucket. I put in your corn bucket. Oh, my big boy. All right, I'll go put in your corn bucket. I'll put this in your corn bucket. You eat it with your corn. You can enjoy peanuts and corn together. Here, come here. Okay. All right, you eat it like that. You eat it together with your corn. I brought out my cloth, the tablecloth that I put on the crate because it was raining this morning, so, a couple things are wet. They have fresh water. I put fresh water there. He has fresh water. See, he went to go check to see if there was water in his bucket. You didn't even eat all your peanuts. You didn't want all your peanuts this morning? You want me to sit down again? I'll sit down. Sometimes he won't eat unless I'm sitting down. So let me sit down. Ugh. I'll sit down. Okay. Is that better? Now you can go eat. You're okay. Nobody's here. It's just me and you. I'm so happy all the ice melted like everywhere. So now when I walk, like when I come here to the spot, there's no more ice. Because there was like black ice and ice. Oh, I hear a hawk. I just heard a hawk. Where's he going? I guess he wasn't in the mood for peanuts this morning. Unless he's going to go look around and then he's going to come back to finish his food. He does that too sometimes. He goes and explores and then he comes right back. So he might do that. He did that the other day. I thought he was done eating already. I was like, already? And then he stood there for a few minutes looking around and then he came back to his buckets. So he might actually do that. If I continue sitting here, he'll do that. Why you Bluey? I did hear like a sound of a hawk just before. That's Bluey, that whistle sound. I know the sound that Bluey makes. All the birds now are probably hiding if there is a hawk around. Everybody, all the little ones are probably like, let's hide. The predator is around. I don't know why my dog is barking. I just heard my dog barking. I feel like my dog knows that I go outside to feed Buck. Because sometimes she sees Buck from the window. But if he stands there, she can't see him. For her to see him, he has to be standing over there. That's the only way she could see him. When he stands all the way on that side, on this side, on the right side, she can't spot him. Right, big boy? But this morning is pretty nice out, the weather. Not nice because there's no sun, and it was raining this morning. Hopefully now it doesn't rain for the rest of the day so my big boy could dry up. But it's not cold out. It's not cold or freezing outside. It's actually nice. I can't complain. Well, the birds over here, they're eating bread. Everybody's eating. The red cardinal was here this morning, right before Buck came. Bluey. All the beauties, they all came. Now we have the little birds. I threw some corn for them. I scattered a few peanuts. And there's another little bird next to me. Buck, you don't want no more corn? You don't want no more corn, my big boy, and your peanuts in your bucket? I see you licking your mouth. He was just licking his mouth when I was talking to him. He's looking. Go eat your peanuts, baby. Unless he was foraging before he came to me, and that's why he's kind of full. Sometimes he forages a lot, before coming to me, and that's how I know when he's not that hungry. I'm like, all right, he probably was foraging that, he filled himself up. Which is not bad either, because it's good. I want him to always forage. I never want him to lose that instinct, of him foraging and eating on his own without, expecting me to feed him. Especially he's a wild deer, And we never know, what tomorrow brings, especially, in the future. If, God forbid, one day I have to move. If we are moving out of this house, at least I know, he'll look for his own food. So that's why it's good that he never loses that instinct of foraging. So even though I feed him, he still eats on his own, in there, in the forest. He still always eats on his own. Like he'll find his own food. I hear hawk, I feel like. It's either a hawk or a falcon. Can't tell. Let's see if he turns around. Is he gonna turn around? Now he's gonna check where my father-in-law usually throws trim-ins, but there's no trim-ins there, big boy. There's no trim-ins. Yeah, see, he's gonna come back. I knew it. I'm telling you guys, I know Buck too well. Too well. Like, I know when he's about to leave. Like what he does. Right? I know what you're gonna do when you're about to leave. You're gonna go in your bucket? Go have your corn. You have your peanuts, your corn, and your bucket. Your fresh water. And his glands by his legs are getting lighter. But Rut is definitely out. Like, he's definitely not in Rut no more. Because I could tell, like, he calmed down a lot. Yeah, now he's having his water. Good boy. Especially now that the water hasn't been freezing up, so it's good. Because he'll be able to drink throughout the day without it freezing up or throughout the night. He wants more water. But Buck is doing great. He's doing really good. And his neck has gotten so much skinnier. That's another thing that I realized, that he's not in Rut anymore. Because when he was in Rut, his neck was so swollen, like it looked thick. Now it just looks skinny. Like when he was in Rut, he had like, it was like swollen right there. It would stick out more. And now it doesn't. Like he still looks a little bit thick, but not so like that he's in Rut. Right, big boy? You're such a good boy, Buck. All right, everyone. I will be back later this evening with the dinner video. I have to say, yesterday and today, Buck has been sticking to the schedule, which is good. He hasn't been coming like just like for brunch. Like he's been coming for actual breakfast and dinner. Well, dinner, he's always on time. Dinner, I can't complain. He's always on time. He's always here at the spot waiting. Or he's always waiting like close by, like down there. But for breakfast, he's actually, I have to say, between yesterday and today, he's starting to come, like, you know, go right back on schedule. But we will be back later this evening. Everybody in the forest, they had their food. And there's still food, like, scattered around for them, even after I leave. They have water. Everybody has water and food, so I'm happy. Once I know they're all fed and they're all happy, I'm happy. Right, big boy? Buck is just hanging out right now, looking around. So everyone, have a great day. And me and Buck, we will be back later this evening with another video, with the dinner video. Ciao for now.